Topic. Introduce multi-level. Good evening. Today we will continue with the Young Talent Search lecture series. We have with us eminent academician and researcher, Dr. G.S.K. Swamy sir, who is the professor and head the Department of Food Science from College of Horticultural Sciences, Bangalore. Sir will be talking on minor food crops and their importance today for everyone. Before starting the talk, let me briefly introduce you the achievements of Professor G.S.K. Swamy sir. Professor Swamy graduated from the Horticulture College of the US Bangalore in 1986. Later pursued his postgraduate degree in pomology from US Bangalore and then pursued his PhD in horticulture and food sciences in 1993 from the US Bangalore. Professor Swamy started his illustrious career as a research associate in the Department of Genetics and Plant Breeding and later became assistant manager in the Duncan's Biotech Limited, then became an assistant professor of pomology. Now he is the professor in the University of Horticultural Sciences, Bagalkot from 2012 till date. Sir has visited many countries, including Bioresearch Engineering Department of McGill University in Montreal, Canada, for a training on post-harvest technology and food processing practices in 2004 for 6 months training course. Then he also has attended trainings, national trainings, 4 national trainings he has attended, and he has guided 26 MSc students for their postgraduate degree and 4 PhD students. At present, 2 PG students are pursuing their research under sir and also 1 PhD. He has been a principal investigator in many research projects funded by ICR and Department of Horticulture. As many as 11 projects that has successfully completed as principal investigator. He has also published many research papers, including 90 research papers in National Journal of Repute and 8 research papers in international journals and 19 research notes, 44 abstracts, 44 popular articles and extension bulletins, and he has authored 4 books and also written 10 chapters in books. He has developed 4 technologies, then 1 packages and practices, and he has delivered many TV talks, and he is a member of 8 professional societies and academic bodies, and he is also a co-director. He was also co-director of ICR-sponsored short courses, right from 10 days to 21 days. He has coordinated more than few training programs in his career spanning over 30 years. Now we have with us an eminent academician. I urge all the participants to make use of the presence of Professor G.S.K. Swamy sir. Will be delivering a talk now. Any of you have any doubts, you can post your questions on chat box. Sir will be answering them. With this brief background, I request Dr. GSK Swamy sir to take over and deliver his talk. Over to you, sir.
Thank you.
Bengaluru.
ಎಷ್ಟು ಸ್ಲೈಡಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಇದನ್ನು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತಾ ಇದು ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಸರಿ.
Okay, good evening and welcome to the world of fruit crops. I think most of you are waiting for the season, coming season for mango and other minor fruit crops. I hope you will be enjoying many fruit crops, and these fruits are the nature's gift, God gift, we can say. So naturally, they are available many places, naturally in forest, hillocks, mountains, roadside. You can find many fruits, and many of you cultivated naturally. So as I told, the coming season, mango is a king of fruit. Similarly, banana, papaya are the major fruits. So those fruits you are familiar, but I am talking today the importance of the other minor crops, minor fruit crops, which are less known, but they also very important from the point of nutritional as well as the our requirement to relieve the malnutrition. So my topic is minor fruits of our India, that is tropical and subtropical regions and their importance. So this is the array of fruit crops. So we have thousands of fruit crops existing in our country, and these minor fruit crops are those fruit crops which are not widely grown. As I told, the major crops like mango, banana, papaya, sapota, they are popularly grown and everybody is familiar with that. But these minor fruit crops are, some are familiar, but some are rarely found in the market, but their production can ensure food security. And also they are nutritionally and health benefits with assured generation. Many of these crops can be grown, they are very hardy in nature. They can be grown in very hard climatic conditions or even under adverse soil and climatic conditions. Some fruits are very high demand in the market. For example, nowadays there is a huge demand for the avocado, jackfruit, like that. And they are fetches higher price. So naturally, the growers will get a good returns on the income. And many fruit crops are the solution to the social problems of health and nutrition security, because many of our poor fellows, they are suffering from the malnutrition because of the poverty and due to unemployment. So by utilizing this, so we can improve the nutrition health of the many rural people. By growing this, we can alleviate the poverty, and also we can generate very employment to the many people. Our country is having a good climatic condition, unlike in the other countries, where European countries, they have only one type of climatic conditions. So we have agroclimatic from subtropical to tropical, and even the temperate regions also, North Indian conditions. So that favors the growing of wide range of fruit crops. So we have a good diversification. So different types of fruit crops can be cultivated here. So they are the new word to human diet. So we can supplement with a different human diet. And we can grow a specific crops for the specific regions. So that is the advantage, so that we can, by utilizing the available crops, different crops, we can increase the area under these crops. So where other crops are not growing, like wastelands or degraded lands or the very poor soils, so we have answer. We can we have a choice of crops that can be utilized. The wastelands, such poor soils or the land also can be utilized to grow the different crops. So by that we can meet the challenges of malnutrition, ensuring profitability to growers and the threat of weather dynamics. So nowadays we are talking about the climate change. So there is a variation in the climate change. So there is poor crop. So we have crops of adjusted to the different climatic conditions. So these we call it as minor fruits or future fruit crops, or we also called as new generation fruit crops. Sometimes they are used underutilized fruit crops. Underutilized, but now many of our fruit crops have been utilized. Earlier, some are called as neglected but underexploited. But now we are realizing the importance. We are exploiting the many fruit crops. So I will just go through the important fruit crops, some of the varieties and their nutritive value, because most of the fruit crops they contain the whatever is required for our daily diet for the good health, like minerals, vitamins, also the proteins and other things. So naturally, they are available in the cheaper source, and those who are regularly consuming the food crops, they are free from many diseases. So likewise, we have a good range of the food crops. We start with the avocado. This is recently very popular. It is also called as butterfruit. And earlier it was confined only to the humid conditions, hilly areas like Ooty or Tamil Nadu, that is Coimbatore and that area. In our country, state, it is confined only to the poor Madikeri and that area. But now everybody is talking about the avocado, because earlier people are afraid of this because it contains high fat content. But this high fat content is monounsaturated fat and good for the removal of the bad cholesterol. So it is very useful for the our health conditions, and also it is promote the absorption of carotenoids like beta carotene and lycopene, which are essential for heart health of the heart. So it is one of the high energy fruit. So earlier, 6 years back, it was considered as called as a dark fruit, because nobody is like this. So it was very popular in other countries. So very products have been prepared, but it is not a very tasty fruit because of the high fat content. So mainly it is used in the milkshake and other things. And realizing the importance now, it is considered as a dawn of the fruit. So many farmers are growing, and they are getting at a very high price. So those who are cultivating, they are getting a very good price. So that itself indicates the importance of this fruit crop avocado. So we have various products. As a fresh fruit, it is not consumed because it is not a very taste comparable with the mango. But we can made out into different processing products. So commercially, commonly, is, milkshake is very popular and liked by almost all the especially students. So very much like it, and also the spread. So it can be a very good spread for the sandwich and other thing. So this, because of this, it is very one of the very important component in the juice centers and the milkshake, the this centers, especially during summer season. It is one of the favorite drink. So these are the other products. This guacamole is one of the very important product, and also it is used in the ice creams and other various products. So in this way, it is very popular. Various products are prepared out of the avocado. And besides, it is also very good usage in the cosmetic industries. Various cosmetic formulations have been prepared for facial and creams, these shampoos, like this. So there are very good numbers. So there is a high demand from the point of cosmetic industry. So these are the different products made out from the avocado. So from last 5-6 years, so there is a huge demand from the growers, and there is a demand for the planting material also, especially from the some plants varieties have been imported from the other countries, and they are started growing even in the plain areas, non-traditional areas. So this is the range diversity. We call it as a diversity or the genetic variations, because it is a cross-pollinated crop. So you can find the various diversities from small size to a even size of weighting of 1 kg, and color varies from light green to a purple. These are the varieties fetching from per kg from 80 to 50 rupees to 100,000 rupees kg. So this particular variety, Ash variety, is fetching more than 800 to 1,000 rupees per kg. It is a very good income earning fruit crop. So these are some of the promising lines identified in one of our research center in Madikeri, that is in Chittadi. So they have released one variety called Arca Supreme, and it's recommended for the growers in the different growing areas. And similarly, Tamil Nadu also they released one variety TKD1, recommended for the Tamil Nadu area, hilly areas. But also this is one recommended for the high density, that is more number of plants per plant. So you can accommodate more than 200 plants, 200 to 50 plants per. So these are some of the other selections made out from the in the different centers. So they are can be in future they are released as a variety. So these are the some of the variations. Next important crop, of course, it's now avocado is also introduced from the other country. Rambutan is also from the other country. So it is botanically Nepalian basil, belongs to family Sapindaceae. So it is called as airy lychee. So because of the presence of these hairs on the fruit, Malayan word rambutan meaning that is hair. So it has a very attractive, ornamental, and also very beautiful fruit, rich in nutrients. So it can be also grown in the humid conditions, especially in Kerala and other places. They are ideal for the Indonesia, Malaysia, Vietnam. These are the places where it is commercially cultivated. But in India, it's confined only to a small areas, humid conditions. Now slowly it has started growing in other countries. So this is also very users either can be eaten as a fresh or steamed or canned or dried, and various products are made like jam, jelly, juice, splash, etc. Even the seeds are also edible after roasting, and they are also fruits because of their attractive hairy color. So they are used in the flower and fruit arrangements. Even the other parts of the tree would be got and used for the construction purpose. Seeds are used in the soap industry. So almost all parts of this fruit is one or the other uses. Even it can be also used in the tannin production. So natural vegetable fat is in food and cosmetic industries. So these are some of the other uses in the some cosmetic and food industries. So these are the varieties similar to avocado. So these are also they have identified some varieties. So this introduced crop, not our Indian fruit crop. So we have red color, green color, and this aerial that is covering the seed, that is called as aerial. That is the edible part. So it has a very good taste, and also externally whole fruit is very attractive. See, this is one of the varieties, very beautiful bunches at the time of bearing in the tree, very attractive. So even it attracts birds also. That is one of the major problem in the for the rambutan growers. So this is a plantation in Karnataka, that in border in Kerala. So these are the beautiful the fruits. Externally, it looks like this. So this is how the fruits are distributed in other countries. Even now it has become very popular, like Kerala and other things. So they are selling like this. So in outlets, these are selling mainly. So gradually it is now picking up in the supermarkets or the malls. So now they are selling in a big way. Similar to rambutan, this lychee is also one of the other important subtropical fruit, commercially grown in North India, like in Bihar, UP, Punjab, Haryana. So this lychee, Bihar is the leading and is exporting to other countries. Lychee and rambutan are the related species. And it's also very good having nutritive value, good in taste and attracted with the different colors. We have a different varieties like this Shahi is one variety, China, Vedana, Kasba, rose scented. So these are different varieties commercially cultivated in North India. Here also, here and there, some plants have been introduced, but not commercially cultivated because it requires some humid conditions or the subtropical climatic conditions. So you don't have a much area under this crop, but it is one of the very important crop, or the you can say it is an exotic fruit crop in future generation, and everybody likes it. So these are the plants are sucks. These are the bearing branches. So here also to avoid the birds, the bunches have been covered. One way of controlling or the avoiding the damage to these fruits. So it's a very good attractive fruit crop. Similar to that, one more fruit is called landan. It looks like a sapota, around the sapota, but it's almost similar to the lychee. Not very popular, but nutritionally is also rich in nutrients, that is the proteins or the carbohydrates, even the other minerals also. And now everybody is familiar with this dragon fruit. It is one of the recent introduction, though it is grown in a very wide state and very common in other countries like Malaysia, Indonesia. Now it is very popular by external look, by the different colors, very attractive color. It belongs to cactus family. Earlier you might be knowing that it's Papa's and Papa's Kandi. And that's a small fruit rich in this red color, very deep red color. So this is native of Central South America. So it is called by different names like pitaya or strawberry pear, night blooming cerasus, queen of the night, because the flowers are opening only during night. And by beginning of night, flowers opens, and by morning they close. A very short period. All flowers open only during night time. That's why it's called as night blooming cerasus. So it is as a fruit. Again, most of these fruits are not comparable with our tropical fruits, mango and banana, taste wise, because we love the very rich taste, good taste. But these are bland taste, but medicinally these are very important. And also the morphologically they looks very attractive. So even the seeds contains each fruit containing more than 800 to 1000 seeds. So along with the seeds you can consume. So it is very attractive, and also the seeds were made of essential fatty acid, which again also it is good for the cholesterol free. That's from the point of heart health. This consumption is very. So we have different types of dragon fruit. One is very common, is red skin with white pulp, red skin with purple pulp, yellow skin with white pulp, and red skin with red pulp. So red skin with white pulp is very common, commercially cultivated in India. Now recently more than 500-600 farmers are cultivating in our state. So around Bengaluru also many farmers are now started growing. Red skin with purple, this is a very deep red color, and it is more sweeter than the white pulp, but they are smaller size. Similarly, red skin with red pulp. So these two are now picking up. Yellow is very rare, but it is rich in carotenes. So these are the 4 different types. So this is how the plants looks. Very robust growing. So it requires some support in terms of concrete pillars for the stone, and we can put a old tile so that you can harvest the fruits freely. They are produce the flowers from the hanging branches, and they produce the flowers, and you can harvest the fruits easily. So very initial investment is there, but once you establish a orchard, you can harvest 3 to 4 months continuously, and it is a very remunerative. So this is how it looks, and the flowers are like blooming flowers, and by morning they look like this. So it's a cross pollinated. Some insects are helps in the pollination. So this is how they are tried in different ways. So they now it is one of the very important fruit crop. So they and since it is not commercial, it is liked by many people because not very good taste, but because of its look as well as nutritive value. So now there is a big market for the consumers are attracted, and we find a good market. And this one is mangosteen. You might be heard of this kokum juice, Garcinia, that related to that species. So mangosteen is called as the queen of fruits because of its delicious and it's very flavors and also very attractive fruit. So each fruit we have a chamber, and this is very rarely found because it also requires specific climatic conditions, very slow growing. So confined only to the coastal areas and southeastern Asian countries. So there we can find a lot of this mangosteen. So in India it is Kerala, it is and for coastal areas it is growing in a large area, highly priced, very good taste wise as well as nutritive also. So this is how the fruits are, the trees are looks. Then other very minor fruit is passion fruit. It is also called as in Kannada it is a Kadamba Hannu, or sometimes it's also called as Rasna fruit, Rasna juice. So the juice is mainly used for preparation of the juice. It looks like a Rasna juice. So Rasna is a synthetic one, but it is naturally more savory. But if you add some sugar, so you get a natural drink, and the flowers are also very attractive, very beautiful. So here also the flowers, so the life is very small. So by morning or by afternoon it opens, by evening or by afternoon they closes. So only 5-6 hours so they open and they closes. So it is a climber. So it can be considered as a very good climber as well as from the point of the flower crop and also these fruits. So along with the seed, so covering the seed, we find the pulp or the ale. So that is the edible part. So along with the seed, you can also mix with the rice, and you can they have a different taste. Very typical taste, very attractive. And northeastern and Kerala, they are the major producing centers, and they export to the other countries also. So this is our variety Kaveri developed in one of our state. Medicare and we have two types. One is yellow type and another is purple type. Purple type is ideal for the in high rainfall areas or in hilly areas, whereas yellow type can be cultivated in lower areas, plain area. So it can be a very good the ornamental as well as the this from the point of fruit crops. So it can be processed into juice and you can keep it and utilize during the especially summer months. So very refreshing drinks can be obtained. So this is how they are collected, harvested, and they make packing and they send to the different markets. So very good market in the northeastern as well as in other countries also. And again, this one is the durian. So this is also not our fruit introduced from the other countries. It looks like a small jackfruit, but less size, round shape. But it is smelling like a hell, very hot, worst flavor. But during ripening, it tasting like a heaven. So initially, it has a very off flavor, but at the ripening stages, it's very attractive and tasting like a heaven. It is very good for the consumption. It can they avoid the infertility. So that's why this is one of the reasons why the other countries, many people they afford this. And it's not a very popular fruit in our country. So now it is picking up. So it is a trees are like a jackfruit only. So this is how the fruits are loose. Then this one is the Karonda. It's called as the Kavade or it's very minor fruit, rich in iron and grown without care. So naturally grown in the mountains or rocky mountains, hillocks and other wastelands. So this mainly it is used for when they are immature, they pickle purpose, mixed pickle. Once it is ripened, it looks like this. So ripened fruits, they along with the latex, white latex. So along with the latex, you can consume. So it is a rich in iron, so it can grow as a live fence. One of the best example for live fence because it has a very prominent thorns. So all along the borders of the orchard or all along the kitchen garden, so you can grow this to prevent the entry of any animals or the small wild. This one also can made as a bush type. So life multi-purpose fruit. The license and they for pickle purpose and also you can ripe fruits and you can made out of many processed products also. So these are the different types. We find small size to bigger size, and last one this is the ornamental type. The fruits are looks like plastic beads. So many tribal people they used to these fruits for adorn their hair in the tribal areas. So throughout the year you can, but this commercially this corona is available during the rainy this summer season. So very useful and without much care it can be grown. And these are the products, various products prepared out of the Karanda, from pickle to the juice as well as the jam also. Even the dried leather is rich in iron, so you can keep it for a longer time. So these are some of the other products. And now this is one of the neglected crop earlier, very popular in the it is native to India. Jackfruit is our own fruit, known for its biggest size among the edible fruits. And now it is cultivated in mainly a tropical and subtropical region. Western Ghat is the native place for this, and we can because of the size and also it contains a lot of latex. And each bulb is this is the edible part is covered by this one, so it is very difficult to cut. And the one cannot eat the big fruit, so it is a we call it as a community fruit. So one fruit can be used for the different group of the entire families can enjoy the taste of this. So it is very tasty, rich in vitamins, minerals, as well as the other characters also. So we can prepare there are more than 300 items from this jackfruit. So there are documented. So more than 350 items are prepared from this. So locally, traditional areas they use the mainly for the edible purpose. Besides that, it is also used for the preparation of papads. We can prepare dosa, idli, chips, and even seed. Seed is also a good source of proteins, and it can be roasted, used in the sambars, and also make a powder and used in the various products. So likewise, we can prepare 300, and a tree itself is a very ornamental evergreen, and it also gives a very valuable timber also. So nutritionally, it is very rich, good for, and you can have medicine, different, highly medicinal, and you can relieve from many problems. Nowadays, there are different varieties have come up, and this is the one Sidhu variety, farmer's variety, developed from near Tumkur, that is Chedu. And nowadays, there is a demand for these red types. We call it a Chandra also, Chandra Bakki Chandra also, red type from the point of consumer. Very tasty, crispness, and usually we call it as Asidu Arasinu, one to Mavu Tinnu. So likewise, even if you consume 2-3 bulbs, so you can come to that fill our stomach. So that is the capacity, and very good nowadays. The various products are prepared from this jackfruit, and there is a good demand in the other countries, and many groups farmers are there. We are getting from single tree they are earning more than the lakhs of rupees, 1,000 to lakhs of rupees. So farmers are cultivating in the large scale. This is one very important, and we have many varieties like Rudrakshi round shape, white color, yellow color, gumless fruit also is there, gumless variety is also there. So this is regarding the jackfruit. Similarly, we have one more related species called breadfruit. It is called breadfruit because it is mainly used for vegetable purpose. So this inside the material, it looks like a bread, so it is used for preparation of various culinary purpose. And tree itself is a very ornamental. It can be grown as an ornamental tree in parks as well as in the gardens. Related to this, this is related to jackfruit, belong to same family. And nowadays, this jamun, what you call it, jam is gaining very popularity because this fruit is ideal for the diabetic. Because in India, the more number of people are suffering from the nearly 20 to 30% people are suffering from the diabetic. So this is one of the fruit recommended for the diabetic. So it is not very tasty. It contains the nutritive value that relieve or reduce the this sugar content. So this is one of the crop recommended for the diabetic. So many varieties have been developed. AJG 85 is one variety, and it is also grown in the roadside or the naturally grown forest wherever the streams are there. So it is grown naturally, and now they are cultivated in orchard scale. So these are the products. We can prepare a juice, jam, jelly, leather, even some tablets also prepared. So that in off season we can take the tablets. We can make a seed powder that is recommended for the diabetic patients. So various products have been developed and used for relieving many properties. And also the different parts of the trees, they are used for the many traditional medicinal properties. So many tribal people, they use for the curing many day-to-day problems. So this is one fruit crop. Nowadays it is gaining popularity. Though earlier it was considered a very minor fruit, neglected crop. Now, especially in the cities, large areas have come up with this jamun cultivation. So we have this white jamun also, one of the farmer field we identified. And also similarly, we have this Malayan apple. We have different colors here. So especially during summer, you get a lot of moisture it is there. So during the summer, you can just like a watermelon. So you can also have, you can relieve from the thirst, and you can instead of wherever the fruits are there, so it's a more moisture content. So and also very ornamental, and these are the different types: red type, green type, white type, as well as the variegated type also there. So both as ornamental as well as this. So mainly it is for during summer, so relieve the thirst because high moisture content, very popular. Similarly, one more related species to jamun is the rose apple. It is called rose apple because of fruits are having a flavor of rose. Pannerade, call it as a pannerade. Even the flower is also very ornamental look. So entire tree can be grown as ornamental. So this is rich in tannins. They are also rich in iron. So even jamun, they are folic acid, especially those who are suffering from the anemia. So they usually they recommended this iron or zinc content tonics. So these fruits are best example for relieving the anemia, and very tasty. And it contains the bigger size fruit inside. So that also can be made powder, especially jamun seed powder is more commercial value. So this rose apple is confined only to a small area, and now the cities there is a huge demand for this. And similar to that, one more is Suriname cherry. As the name indicates, it is introduced from the Suriname, that is from Brazil, also called as Brazilian cherry. It has a star shape and it has a taste like a spicy taste, not so sugar, that is sweet or so sour. And it is very hardy plant and various highly medicinal value. Various other products also prepared, even ice creams or the milkshake and other for the adoring, it's attracting, the decorating the different items. It can prepare, as well as can be also very good for the bonsai. So it can make a very dwarf plants, ornamental plants. Grown as a hedge plant, as a boundary tree, and it can attract birds in a garden so that it can attract a lot of birds. That is also from the environment point of view is very good. So these are the different product: jam, wine, pulp, juice, sauce, jelly are prepared from this Suriname cherry, and it has a very from the cosmetic industry also highly valued. So it can use for the preparation of various products. So this has a high potential. So it can be a good source for raw materials for the various cosmetic as well as from the food industries. Similar to that, you can see the very good, just like honeybees are sitting on that. So it is jabotica related to jamun. So very good grapes like purple color, very good taste, and they are known for their bearing on the stem, just like in jackfruit. So here also bearing on them. This is very rare plants. We have all these plants we have maintained in our GKK campus in one of the garden array collections, and we are multiplying and supply to the growers. So this is one of the very rare minor fruit crop known for its nutritive as well as the even ornamental purpose also. So these are the health benefits of jabotica: reduces the effect of asthma, anti-inflammatory, delay aging, improves hair health, prevents cardiovascular diseases. It also prevents cancer, natural remedy for diarrhea, helps to maintain weight. So these are the uh, benefits of jabotica. And come to some of the backyard trees, not very popular but rich in vitamin C. So most of these minor fruit crop, they are rich in vitamin C and other things during last 2 years, COVID time. So they are known for these antioxidants. So those who consume regularly, so they have developed their immunity to many problems, including COVID. So these are the minor fruits, and we can prepare many fruits. This is mainly for the decoration purpose. So it can cut and in the star waters, they cut and it looks like a star shape. That's why it also called as a star fruit, rich in vitamin C, used for pickle as well as the various products. Similarly, that related species is bilimbi. It is called as the bimbli kai, very good for making for the pickle as well as this chutney also, and the various curry prepared out of this, especially the non-vegetarian, they like this fish curries like that. So and also it is ornamental, very ornamental. I think one or two trees if you have in your backyard, so it can get a very good nutritive value. Just like looks like a coccinea, tondekai. And then this is one of the member of the citrus species. We call it as Devnalli chakota. So Devnalli International Airport is there, known for this pomelo. But unfortunately, because of the urbanization, we are losing this very good type. But we are working on this and we are collecting good type of this. We have pink color as well as the white color. So we are conserving these in our orchard. And many people they don't like because it has some bitter taste and a very thick rind. Even this thick rind is also now they dried it and they are selling at dry fruit shops. Highly nutritive value, and this pulp can be mixed with the salt and pepper, gives a very good taste, medicinal value. Even it also having some cancer property. in other countries it has a very good demand. So this is horticrop, and one more species related to sapota. Sapota you might be knowing that is known for very good taste sugar content, but nowadays the sugar people and diabetic people they don't like this sapota because of taste high sugar content. This one is called milk fruit or star apple. So both as the ornamental as well as the fruit tree is ornamental because we have two types of color, green color and lower it is coppery red color. Fruits are very soft. It gives a milk taste once it is ripened. So this is how it is called as the once it is fully ripened, they looks like this. So the color of the leaf is copper red, that is back side. So both ornamental as well as this. So it is also latex, contains latex, but once it is ripened, the latex content is reduced. So it is also known for its nutritive and other ways. And this is a fruit. Again, this also belongs to sapota family. So it looks like a big sapota and looks it's almost similar to the egg yolk. The taste is bland taste. So once it is completely turned to this color, so it gives a very different taste. So rich in carotenoids, so vitamin A. So it can be a good collection in our garden and not commercially cultivated, but it has a bright future in the coming days. So these are the other types in egg fruit. Then our own native, once again, our own crop, amla or nelly, we call it as cutted nelly. So known for its rich vitamin C content. Of course, this is not consumed as a fresh fruit, but can be prepared into various other products like murabba. Murabba is a very popular product, pickles, candy, jam, jelly, etc. And even powder is also made. And nowadays they make a small dried one is called as pawns, karas. They are very popular. And powder is used in inking, preparation of ink, dyes, and hair oil. So it's highly nutritive. Most of the Ayurvedic preparations, that Chyawanprash, Triphala, this amla is one of the ingredients. So Ayurvedic preparation, amla is a must. So known for its medicinal property, and it's very hardy crop. So this can be grown in a very problematic soil, like sodic soil or the wastelands, and we can get a very good profit. And this is highly known for its medicinal and nutritive value. So we can prepare various products. And these are the processed products, sweet candy, dry candy, murabba. It's available in most of the many companies. Dabur, the Jendu company, they are preparing many of these products. Similarly, the related one more is star gooseberry. It is called star gooseberry because of the star shape. That's it called as Kirunelli. This is also known for the preparation of the jam and pickle types, and it can be as a fresh fruit it can consume, but amla cannot be consumed as a fresh fruit because of the bitter or the other taste. But this is as such you can along with some salt and I think gives a very good taste, and it's also very ornamental. This is a star gooseberry. And this one is West Indian cherry, very hardy crop introduced from the other countries. This is known for its highest vitamin C content. Taste-wise, a sour taste, but known for its vitamin C. So each fruit is known for, you can say it is nature's full of vitamin C. Just like if you take taking one tablet of vitamin C. So it can be mixed with the other fruit juice so that we can improve the nutritive value, and it can be grown as an ornamental or the edge plant. The plant can be cut into any shape. That is the advantage. So this is one of the very important fruit crop, especially near schools or the gardens. So this can be a very good minor fruit crop, and can be grown with less care. Very hardy crop. Then one more is related to the sitapal. So, we have tasted sitapal, it's called a sweet sour. Rampal also less sweet. But related to that, we have this sour sour. It is called as Anona muricata, or it is also called as Hanumanpal. Some say it is Lakshmanpal also, but it is botanically called as Anona muricata. It is sour sour due to its sour taste and it is fibrous, but it is known for its it is called by prickly custard apple, graviola, gonabana. Other contexts it is called, so known as miracle fruit of the tropics. So because it is known for its cancer properties. It has the aroma of pineapple, but a sour or musky flavor. So not very good for taste. So it has a lot of fiber. So it can be used fresh or used for making juices and other beverages. But it is known for its uh, preparation of known for its medicinal value, health benefits, processing value, export demand, and high price market compared to traditional fruit. So even the leaves also have some medicinal properties, especially this cancer, and it is one of the crop recommended for drought tolerant. So dry regions it can be grown. So as I told, it is used in the fresh food. It can be frozen pulp can be used in the ice creams, nectar, syrup. These are the various products prepared. But other than this, it is known for its anti-cancer properties. So it is 10,000 times stronger against the cancer than the leading chemotherapy treatment. There are no side effects such as nausea, weight loss, hair loss. So those nowadays for this purpose only, this sour sap is known for the and then use demand for this fruit crop, both leaves as well as the fruits. Then our known pomegranate is known for its highly medicinal plant. It is also introduced from the other countries and now it is commercially one of the important crop. So there are various varieties starting from this very light green, yellow to deep red color, which is Bagua variety, very popular in the market. So these have more than 100 curative properties. So it is highly medicinal value, hardy crop, but nowadays due to some reasons because of some diseases, it is very difficult to cultivate. Otherwise, medicinally it is highly known for its nutritive as well as medicinal properties. So these are the even the fruit is also very attractive, um, juicy, and you can prepare various products also juices, and even the seeds are also made in white form. They are known for the known as this spice crop also. This is also considered spice. Alternative to tamarind, the seeds are used in especially in white form. Then one more is wood apple. That is what you call it as the beldan. So during summer, Ramnami, it's the juice made out of this is very nutritive, rich in riboflavin. So you can prepare various products. That is burfi can prepare the powder you can make, and that powder can be mixed with other things, and you can use. And juice is very common, known for its very hardiness. So it can be grown in the neglected orchard or roadside or border. So in the both as a commercial point of view, it is can be grown under highly nutritive value. So this is how the as such you can mix with the jaggery and you can eat consume in a better way. Especially the jaggery with the pulp is a very good combination, and it's a very hardy crop. So it can be one of the ideal for growing in the drought or dryland conditions. For this is a fig, we call it as Anjura, that is introduced from the Mediterranean region. So highly known for its perishable nature, and nowadays it is rich in minerals. So many people they used to consume regularly to get the very important the uh, nutritive values relief from many problems. Early morning consumption is very good and fresh as well as the dry fruits. It's two ways it can be consumed, and it's a very easy to cultivate, and it can be a good crop. These are very other crops like governor's plum, This miracle fruit, this is known for its special character. It has a taste. Once you taste this, after that, up to 1 to 1.5 hours, if you eat any thing, sour fruit, like even bitter gourd, it tastes like a sweet. So that is the character of this. So it is used for adding to the taste. It's a very slow growing, can be grown in terraces. So anything after consumption, it tastes like a sweet. This is the character of this miracle fruit. For kiwi fruit, nowadays it is gaining popularity. It is also introduced from the other country. So it is also one of the nutritive. And this lovely, also rich in vitamin C content. So horticulture. So this velvet apple, of course, the fruit appears externally. It looks like a velvet apple. So that's why it's called as velvet apple. It's not a very commercial crop. Then tamarind, as you know, the tamarind is one of the spice, considered spice as well as the fruit crop. Day to day, we are using in our various formulation cooking, and contains use of this is relief from the kidney or the stones, free from stones. Of course, nowadays it is replaced by tomato, but still tamarind is one of the major ingredient in the day-to-day our diet. Nowadays, it can be various formulations are made, and even chocolate and other things, especially it is curries, various other products is one of the ingredient in our Indian. Similarly, this bar, also called as the Barayadnu or Chelchadnu, is called as the king of dryland area. So it's also the nutritively it's almost equal to the bar. It's also called as poor man's apple. Uh, Commercially used in the fresh fruit, juice, squash, or jam. Also, the leaves are used for lac insects, uh, silkworms, and other. One of the crop cultivated in very less rainfall areas, dry areas. So these are the crops, minor crops. Of course, there are still many crops, but these crops are now gaining popularity, and these are very popular, or some are growing in the large areas, but they are known for their nutritive values, less management. Especially some crops are without any much care, they can be grown. So even with less investment, you can get at least assured of some return backs. And highly, they are known for their highly medicinal value or nutritive value. And they are ideal for many, considered the raw materials for many processing products. And we can prepare various products and export to the, or prepare a very value-added products. They are known for their relieving the malnutrition at a very cheaper rate. So, and also providing employment to the many people for establishing a small scale industries like amla, pickle industries or juice industries likewise. So these can be recommended as a future crops or the under potential fruit crops in coming days, so that you can by planting in large areas we can providing the more fruits to the our growing populations and relief from the malnutrition. So this is regarding the fruit crops. Thank you for listening.
Sir, namaskara. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Dr. DSK Swamy sir, thank you very much for a very wonderful talk. You have spoken about various minor fruit crops which we did not know that so many fruit crops are available for us to consume. The main problem, sir, is with utilization. Many of these fruit crops are unknown and how to utilize them. Value addition, we don't know. And I would like to ask you one question. Is there any technology to process these and make value-added products out of these minor fruits?
Yes, some fruits, some value additions are, especially for example, the jackfruit. As I told, there are more than 300 items prepared from the jackfruit. Similarly, like in amla, various juice centers exclusively amla, and nowadays even wood apple, there is one exclusive hotel for wood apple, amla, and tamarind. These only fruits. Likewise, so now there is a people are coming forward, but the problem is they are not getting the right material, raw material throughout the year because many are seasonal. Otherwise, now because of their nutritive value, so now there is growing awareness and availability of planting materials. So now we are producing planting materials in our college. So we are providing genetic planting materials. So farmers are coming forward.
Sir, thank you very much for a very, very informative and scholastic talk.
Thank
On
you.
behalf of KSTA and all the participants, we are very grateful to you for your time and excellent presentation. Thank you very much. Thank you. Let me
See you.
Sir, on the bank details,
That's what. That's what. Some pendrive.
oh, sorry. Okay, sir, thank you very much.
Thank you.